Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Would you mind if I play the disclaimer while before you get started?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Go right ahead. That'd be
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you.
I'll have to share my screen to play it.
Okay. I need to stop sharing mine.
I just sent you the request and you can just press yes if you get it or either.
I got it. Thank you.
The views expressed by the host guests are their own and not necessarily the position of AM360 or the parent corporation, the Community-Wide Shura Conference, CWSC Incorporated. AM360 content is intended as a community service and is not designed to provide specific personal, medical, financial, or legal counsel or other professional advice, and no liability shall extend to the hosts or hostesses of AM360 or CWSC. We encourage you to seek an advisor for your specific circumstance.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead.
It's been played. Thank you.
Okay. Sister Manira, are you able to play it?
The views expressed by the host guests are their own and not necessarily the position of AM360 or the parent corporation, the Community-Wide Sure Conference, CWSC Incorporated. AM360 content is intended as a community service and is not designed to provide specific personal, medical, financial, or legal counsel or other professional advice, and no liability shall extend to the hosts or hostesses of AM360 or CWSC. We encourage you to seek an advisor for your specific circumstance.
Yes, sir. It's been played, Brother Shaheed.
It's been played already?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, good. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Give all the praise and the thanks to the Almighty Source Creator, the Creator of everything. Brothers and sisters, we were created. That makes us part of the creation. The rules and laws that govern the creation also govern our anatomy and physiology. And before we go any further, brothers and sisters, we thank you for joining us today. We'd like to share our disclaimer. The knowledge and information that we're sharing today is, of course, from the perspective of symptomatic science and symptometry. Any names of product or term that we use, they are not for self-diagnosis purposes. Please contact your physician or your medical practitioner. The information and the term and the product that we mention in the product by name or for the understanding of the precepts and concept of symptomatic science. Thank you so very much. Brother and sister, we thank you for joining us on another episode of Optimal Health on AM360. We often say what we eat, what we drink, and the chemical and substances we expose ourselves to would affect our cells. That's where our health comes from. They come from our cells. We made a cell, a trillion of them, over 220 different types of cells. If we take care of the needs of our cells, the cell will keep us healthy. This is how it is. We have to understand that there are rules that govern the creation, and we are to submit to these rules. And submit means to follow them, to abide by them, to stay in compliance with them. Submission to the Almighty Source Creator. He created the rules. He created the fitra, the pattern in creation that we must abide by. If not, a disease will occur. So we thank you again for joining us today here on Optimal Health on AM360. Optimal Health is our own ability, brothers and sisters, to fortify our DNA, to fortify our cells, and to fortify our blood. Whatever we eat, whatever we drink, and whatever chemical and substance we expose ourselves to, the quality of the air we breathe, those pollutants, concretion, toxin, microtoxin, halogen, paraben, allergen, preservatives, all these product factors will affect our cells at some point because they'll be circulating in our blood. All those things go into our blood. And it's our responsibility to remove them. If we don't remove them, brothers and sisters, they will turn into sedimentary sludge that will drag and slow the blood speed down. This is why the person have a disease. The cell would be jammed. And those cells could be the cells of our heart, cells of our lung, the cells of our pancreas, the cells of our liver, and on and on and on. It's our responsibility to unjam them. There's only one therapeutic. They have the product to unjam them. And we share that information and those truths on this program. And this is Optimal Health on AM360. So a person is not healthy because they didn't take some pharmaceutical drug this morning. Or they're not healthy because they had their supplement. And a person is not sick because they didn't take some herb. The person is sick because they ignored their cells. And this is what symptomatic science is all about, bringing our attention to the needs of our cells, not to ignore the cell. If we give them what they need, they have the ability. They have the ability to maintain normalcy. That's our responsibility. Normalcy is the natural law. This is what we share on Optimal Health on AM 360. It is the perspective of symptomatic science called symptometry. And if we stay in compliance with these rules, these laws, for example, the law of physics, there's rules to health, there are universal laws, there are natural laws, and that's what we talk about, and that's what we share. If we maintain these laws and submit to them and be in compliance, there's no reason for the cell to express a disease. So we thank you very much for joining us here. We have our guest, Mrs. Rita Taylor, here today, and she's going to be talking about how to end the itch. Many of us had problems with itching. How to end it, and why does a person itches? So we're going to go into detail about that today on this program. And if we have time, we'll be also discussing the truth about heart disease. Where does heart disease really come from? Why does a person have heart disease? And what's going on there? Brothers and sisters, we must be more engaged with our own health. This is the body that the Almighty Creator blessed us with. It's our responsibility to learn how to take care of it. And when it's broken and in a sick condition, we should focus on the cells. That's it. Give them what they need. They'll restore normalcy. So once again, we thank you for joining us. Mrs. Rita.
Yes, brother. Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing today?
You're doing excellent. Thank you for joining us. It's absolutely amazing that we have this program here called Ultimate Health on AM 360. We thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us. And we're looking forward to hearing from you today.
Well,
We're going to go ahead and turn the mic over to you
okay.
as you speak about the itch problem, how to end it. Thank you
Yes.
so very much.
Well, brothers and sisters, I think you've been hearing from Brother Shaheed every week about symptometry. Today, I would like to share with you what is symptometry and what we are all about. I know you take some particulates and all this stuff, but we want to share with you who we are, what we do, so that you know when you come to work with a symptometry health coach, you know exactly what we're doing. So my job is to share with you how to end the itch and how to end a symptom. So I'm delighted. I'm ready to talk to you about that and looking forward to share with them.
Thank you so very much for being with us, Mrs. Rita. We're not going to take a break. We'll go right into our program so we can make the best use of the time. We have a number of people on with us today, so we're going to share the mic with you right now. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Brother Shaheed. Brothers and sisters, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
I'm delighted to share with you about symptometry and what we are made of, you know, and the value that symptometry has placed on my life, and hopefully you will find the same thing. Do you know what we are made of? Any one of you? We are made of cells. It's cells that give us life, not anything else, cells. And symptometry science is the only place on this planet that study cells. So we know about cells and we want to share with you what happened in our bodies. So before I start, I would like to ask, I talk about a symptom called the itch. But do you know what it is? In symptometry, we go into the detail, we go into the root cause of what is happening about the itch. So let me say this. What is cell science? Symptometry is a cell science. And symptometry is the study of factors, agents, and products that inhibit our cell function. As I said, we are made of cells, and cells are the ones that give us life. And we have to take care of ourselves. We have over 220 different types of cells in our body. And you know that every time you eat, every time you drink something, every time you smell smoke or something, it goes in your cell and it causes debris. And that debris that it causes you is going to stay with you until you ionize it or remove it. And you know what? No doctor will be able to do that. But symptometry science, even though we are 33 years old, will be able to help you so that you will not face the symptom that you're facing. We can ionize that for you and help you so that you don't face anything that will come to you in the future. So, as I said, we are the only um, institution that removes and ionize all the debris that you eat. Everything that we eat, brothers and sisters, it doesn't matter, cause debris. And if you don't remove it, it will catch up with you as you get older. And that's where you have all kinds of things. 50 years later, it will catch up with you. And our job, symptometry science, is there to help you remove that debris that have been happening in your body. Okay? So I'm going to show with you why symptometry science is very important to our longevity and our way of life. You know, in symptometry, we do have a symptometry doctor. Dr. Nata is a symptometry doctor. Brother Shaheed and all the students, we are being trained to become one. But who are the symptometry doctors? Okay, so when you come into to see, do a consultation, you tell us what is wrong, and then Dr. Nata will prescribe a particulates and a molecule for you to help you. Okay, but I'm going to tell you 3 things about a symptometry doctor that I want you to be able to take home with you today. The symptometry doctor, we have products called particulates that are imbued with electrical power, speed, pressure, force, and strength, small enough to remove. You remember the debris that I was talking to you about in the beginning, sedimentary sludge? From the plasma membrane before penetrating the cell with a diameter of 20 microns. You know, our cells is as small as a pinhead. And that pinhead is what we try to remove all the sedimentary sludge from. So what happened when Dr. Nata gives you that particulate? Okay, that particulate is called as subatomic particles, and that would liquefy the concretions and inner substances in your cell. And the concretion and inner substances that has to be liquefied. When you take that particulate, the small particulate that you put under your tongue, it has to be liquefied. The nutrients and resources can enter the cell. Because you know what? Because of all the dirt, all the debris that you have been eating over the years, it locked down your cell. Nothing goes in, nothing goes up. And that's why you have the symptoms. The symptoms will be removed if you use symptometry particulates. That would liquefy. And when it liquefies that, it releases the nutrients and resources that you need for it to for it to help you with your cell. And the cell we use the nutrient and resources to produce essentials. Okay? Thereby ending the itch. We're talking about the itch. And the itch can be any symptoms that you face. It can be a symptom of an itch. It can be a symptom, any symptom. It might be a symptoms where you can sleep at night and you have insomnia and you can sleep at night. That's a symptom. Any symptom that you have that is causing you grief, that nobody seems to be able to help you, symptometry will be able to do that. Why? Because the subatomic particles that we call particulate goes into your cell that I'm talking about and liquefies that. So when you come to symptometry and they give you that particulates, it all depends on how long that symptom had been happening. Let's say you have had the symptom all your life. So you come in and the doctor will say, okay, I'm going to give you this particulate. That particulate that you're going to be using is going to help you for maybe a month to clean up. Remember, you have had this for years and years. So it might not be only one time, it might be 2 times, it might be 3 times for us to ionize the dirt that I was talking about. So coming to symptometry places some value for you. And also let me share with you. I know people talk about symptometry. People said they do not have the funds because we used to insurance where insurance paid for us. But symptometry, you have to find value because you know that once you use it and the symptom is gone, you are going to be free from that symptom if you continue to eat well and cook your food scientifically and everything else. And that places value. And let me share you a story. My story before coming to symptometry, I came in with my husband who was being told that as a medical doctor, his kidneys were not functioning and he needs to go to a dialysis program. He decided that he wasn't going to go. We came to symptometry and we knew the value that symptometry is going to place on us. So the doctor said, you know what? You have to change your diet. You have to take the particulates and everything else and the molecules. We obeyed and followed the rules. And within 6 months of coming to symptometry, my husband's situation has been reversed because we took the particulates under our tongue. We took the molecules. We ate scientifically, cook our food scientifically. We drank the electrolyte water that we're supposed to drink. We reduced sugar and salt in our food. We did all that. So again, because of the value that we were getting from symptometry, the cost was not something we worried about because we wanted our health back. He wanted his health back. He wanted to be able to be free, be on a machine 3 days a week. So what kind of value do you place on symptometry when you come in and talk to Brother Shaheed or Dr. Nate and say, this is my situation? Again, the second situation I want to share with you is that she also had colon cancer before we came to symptometry. And we were giving the chance that the cancer can come back within 2 to 5 years. When we came in, Dr. Nat again gave him the subatomic particles that we took, liquefied the concretion and inner substances that my husband never had that cancer return. Do you know that a lot of people do have cancer return? Do you know the reason behind the cancer return? Symptometry will tell you that. We tell you that when you do the chemo, it really take away 2 amino acid from your system. That amino acid has to be replaced. And until you replace that, that cancer will come back. It will come back 10 years from now, 5 years from now. So that is the kind of value that I place, my family place on symptometry, that we're willing to go everywhere because whatever they told us to do, we had the results. We had good results. And to me, that is the value. And that is how we ended my husband's itch. The itch for my husband were two things: his kidneys, his colon cancer, his diabetes, all are symptoms. And those symptoms are reversed by using the particulates and the molecules and changing our diet. It is important that you do change your diet. It is important you cook your food scientifically. You buy your fruits and vegetables and put them in saline solution and cook them scientifically to make sure that you eat right. So again, the value that we place, money can buy that. So it's what you place on that value that the doctor tells you. And that's what we do as a symptometry doctor. Okay. The other things I want to share with you is we are the symptometry doctor, Dr. Nate. Also, we don't identify the concretions that are causing the dysfunction. So when my husband came in with the kidney situation, we knew that my husband have sedimentary sludge that is blocking his kidney to function properly. To function properly. So it was removed. The concretion, the sedimentary sludge that my husband had been carrying for 15 years. When we came in and we were given the particulates and the molecules, again, it liquefied that sludge that has been in my husband's body for that long. And in 6 months, because of what we're supposed to do, taking the particulate, eating right, drinking the right water, making sure we have less salt in our bodies and stuff, he was able to be free. And the doctors were looking at themselves and said, what happened? Doctors talking to doctors. My husband was a medical doctor, talking to doctors and saying, hey, what did you do? What happened? So the value that we place on symptometry is important because we have the results. Every itch, every symptom that you do have, symptometry can reverse it, but it's a two-way street. The doctor can give you the particulates and the molecules. But if you go home and you don't cook scientifically, if you eat the same food over and over again, you don't blame the doctor that it didn't work because he gave you the stuff. You have to do your part. And the doctor has to do your part. Take the molecules. Take the particulates. Drink the right kind of water. And you will find yourself that your disease, your itch is cured. Only symptometry doctor can do that. His doctors couldn't tell my husband that he had a sedimentary sludge in his kidneys. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have a kidney disease, that is what it is. But we embraced it. We knew it worked. And you know what? It did work. He did not go on dialysis. So that is what we called curing the itch. Whatever itch is, or whatever symptoms that you have, symptometry can reverse it if, number one, you're willing to follow the rules. You're willing to do what it tells you to do. You can lead a horse to the river, but you can't force it to drink. Because if you don't do your part, then don't blame symptometry that it doesn't work. Because I know from fact, very scientific fact, that it works. It has worked in his life. It has worked in my life. Again, my situation, when I came to symptometry, I had labor for 40 hours with my child, 40 hours. But if you're willing to go through pregnancy management and eat the right food and make sure we clean your system, you remember I said we are made of cells. That cells need to be cleaned all the time. And you clean the system, you will have your baby less than an hour. Who doesn't want to do that as a mother? Why do you need a C-section? When symptometry can help you have your baby within an hour. Again, we will give you the particulars, we'll give you the molecules, but you have to do your part. So that's what I am talking to you about. The value is not the money, but the value. So even if you don't have the money to pay for services, what do? You save, because health is wealth. You save for that situation so that you can come to symptometry and buy the particular that you need for your symptoms. Remember, as I said, we have 220 different kind of cells in our body. The nerve cell, the kidney cell, all kinds of cells. So remember, if you have issue with one, it doesn't, and we correct that, doesn't mean that is your whole body is cured. No, because other issues will pop up. But how do you prevent it? Is making sure you eat scientifically, making sure the food that you eat is cooked properly, making sure your fruits and vegetables you eat, you do saline solution to really get rid of the viruses and the protozoas and everything on it. So that when you eat them, if you eat fruit, then you don't add to the problem. So symptometry is there for all of us, but you need to put a value that symptometry can reverse any disease. I'm telling you, any disease. If you want, we will reverse it for you. But again, it has to be from you. You are the person who makes a difference, not the doctor. So I've given you the three things. I said a symptometry doctor really, are the only doctors that identify the concretion. Like my husband had the concretion in his kidneys, and because it was liquefied by the particulates, my husband never went to dialysis again, because that dirt that had been building in his kidneys for all those years, ever since he was born. And remember, my husband was not in his 30s, he was in his 50s. Okay? Those concretions was liquefied by the subatomic particles that symptometry provides. And that liquefaction did open the cells up, ionized that thing for him to be able for the food and nutrients to enter the cell. And that cell will use them to produce, cells essential like acetylcholine, dopamine, and serotonin. Once that liquefaction is done, your cells are open for business. It means it can do the cells essential for you to be able to function properly. Okay, so we are here to let you know that we have what it takes. Symptometry science have what it takes to help you with the particular assistance and any illness that requires only particular assistance, you will be helped. People that have had the lapia itch, 15-year-olds that have a lapia itch that caused by women's sexual promiscuity, all that itch, the palate itch, it can be reversed. It can be reversed by the scenario I just outlined. You do have sedimentary sludge that is sitting in your cell. That needs to be ionized because on the plasma membrane, that needs to be ionized. And once we liquefy that sludge and open the door for the cells to have food, nutrition, you'll be able to, the cell will start again to produce the essentials that our body needs to function properly. So it is a process. But if you understand the process, and when you come to symptometry and talk to Brother Shaheed or Dr. Nate or myself, or when you talk to a health coach. That is the process you're going to go through. And that process, ladies and gentlemen, you need to put value in that process. And that value is what it takes for you to heal 100%. Okay? I'm also used to insurance, but symptometry do not provide insurance. And so because I value that, I value the services, I value the health portion of symptometry, which means that I'm going to be healed. I'm not going to be going to the doctor. I put a value on there. And so I come back to symptometry over and over and over again. I do not use pharmaceutical drugs. I have never used drugs for the past 40 years. I don't believe the symptometry will help you in such a way that you'll be able to rely on particulars and molecules for your health. That's what we are. We are scientific health institution. We remove we remove the source of the problem. Okay, we are a source removal institution, and we get to the bottom of it for you. Have you been to a doctor for a sickness? Did they ask you what kind of food you ate? Did they ask you what you ate last night? And we know that there are three things that causes debris in our body. It's food, it's water, and it's air. Again, what kind of food are you eating? Are you eating the food, or are you eating the food that are cooked properly so that you be able to make sure that when it gets into your body, it is healthy? Are you drinking the water, the electrolyte water that have calcium and potassium and chlorides and all? Are you drinking that kind of water? That should help you because your body needs water. We are made of 85% water. So if anything happened to us, we need to use water to make sure that water is used in everything we do. So we have that, and I want to share that with you. Okay. People are telling us that diseases are not incurable. Either, they say, oh, diseases like HIV is not curable. This is not. In symptometry, we can cure any disease that you bring to the doctor. Again, it's up to you. I went through the process. It's a really simple process. Okay? That process is getting the subatomic particles in your body, ionizing the sedimentary sludge on your plasma membrane. That's what locks your cell, which we're made of cell. If anybody tells you are made of anything in your life, cells give us life. And symptometry science is the only place on the planet that studies cells. We're the only one that studies cells. And so because of that, we know more about cells than any other doctor. And that's why we can reverse every disease if you're willing to come to symptometry and invest in your health. To me, health is an investment. Do you find it nice to be able to say that in 2025, I never went to the doctor? I just went there for my physical. I went there for my blood work, and my blood work came clean. I said, thank you. I'll see you next year. So symptometry do help you with your health. And if you follow the rules, it will follow the process. Invest in the particulates and the molecules to ionize the sludge, the sedimentary sludge in your plasma membrane. You will be able to have nutrients going in your cells so that your nutrients will be able to build the essentials that your body needs to really succeed. So that is symptometry science, and that's what we do. Okay. There are so many people that, you know, don't know anything about symptometry because it's new, and do understand that. And that's why we always encourage you, if you can, is to register and learn about symptometry. I started the same way. I did not know much about symptometry. But because of what they did for my husband, I figured I would learn it so that I'll be able to be a help to others. Okay, so we know what concretion is, but there's one thing I'd like for you to also know. You know, I told you we are made of cells. Okay, we are made of cells. Every cell that we have in our body must divide to replace itself and produce the essential component of the body and brain, such as neurotransmitters, enzyme, and hormones. Okay, during cell division, again, this is the weed, but I want you to understand what we do so that it is not something that people tell you. We want to share you with a scientific fact with you. Okay? So in cell division, the old DNA is converted into uric acid. And the cytoplasm is transformed into lithiasis, and the plasma membrane becomes calculus. And the nucleus and its constituents are transformed into gravel and pebbles and sand. And the other cellular organelles are converted into stone or tophus. Body heat hardens uric acid, leading to the formation of gout. We all have gout. It starts in the womb. So, therefore, the gout, the tophus, and everything else are called concretions. And everyone produces them naturally, starting in the womb. Okay? So, and if the cell does not produce the debris removing acid to remove the old cell concretions, allowing a new cell to stand at the same spot, a symptom will occur. So your cell has to divide. It is the natural law. The natural law said the new replace the old, the strong replace the weak, and the normal replace the abnormal. And that's what our cells do. If our cells are not dividing, you will have a symptom because it was not dividing. So it is something we call the natural law. And that is important for your cell to divide. Okay? So if the cell do not, as I said, if it does not produce the debris removing acid, the old cell concretion allowing the new cell to stand at the same spot, a symptom will call. It will okay, and it can be an itch, it can be an ulcer, it can be a blister, it can be eyelash loss, it can be hair loss. No matter what it is a symptom, which means your cells are not happy and something is wrong and you need to correct it. Okay, so the idea that we don't know what causes a symptom, it is something that I want you to know. These are symptoms because our cells are not dividing and your cell has to divide. Okay, so how do you end these symptoms? Okay, a symptometry doctor is the most suitable person to order the particulate with enough electrical power, strength, speed, force.
Miss Rita, you're on mute. We can't hear you, Miss Rita. Your phone is muted. Your device is muted.
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you. Can you repeat that, the last few things you said?
Okay. Okay. No. Okay. Which one? Okay. What I was talking about was that. Let me see. I think I was talking about concretions. Okay. And then symptoms. Okay. I said the symptometry doctor has a particulate with enough electrical power, strength, speed, force, and pressure to bulldoze the concretions out of the way, break the bonds of the sedimentary sludge and inner substances, and allow oxygenated blood to flow. We have that's what the particulate do. That's what they do. They have the power, pressure, and strength to bulldoze any sludge or concrete to make sure that your cell is back to normal. That's what we call ionization, and that's what we call liquefying the cell. So we need to make sure that you understand the process. When you come to symptometry and uh, and you have your meeting with Dr. Nate and Brother Saheed and all this stuff, and they ask you to go home with tickets. Do you understand what it is? What are the particulate? What does it do? It have the power, pressure, strength to bulldoze the sedimentary sludge. And remember, I talked about my husband with the kidney problem. The kidney problem that he had was sedimentary sludge that had been sitting in his kidney for years and years and years. And when we came in to bring it back home, Dr. Nata gave him the particulate that bulldoze through that sludge. That ionized that sludge. And what it is was that the sludge was covering his plasma membrane and it needs to be reversed. And that's what it happened, that he was able to get his kidney back normally. After 20 years of being on drugs, the particulates that was given to him, it bulldozed it with power, pressure, strength, and it did break the bonds. Remember, the sludge is nothing but bonds that are holding that. It broke the bonds, and that allow oxygenated blood to flow. Because once the bonds are broken, and the sludge has been ionized and liquefied, what flows is oxygenated blood that will allow your cell to function again. Okay? Can any pharmaceutical drug penetrate a cell that is only 20 micron, which is like a pinhead? You know, a pin. Have you seen a pinhead? A little pin, 20 microns. That's what our cells are. They are 20 microns. But the particulate, the subatomic particulate that we use, are able to really penetrate and so that the concretions can be reversed. Okay, so we are here as symptometry scientists with Donate and the students, learning to help our community to understand what symptometry is all about. It's not a magic thing. It is a way we want to be healthy. And symptometry science has the way to really break the bonds, ionize the concretion, the sedimentary sludge. And all the food that we eat causes sludge. It doesn't matter. We all do, all of us. But that sludge, if it's not removed and it stayed in your body, it will cause a symptoms later on. And it can be a stroke. It can be a blood pressure. It can be anything. But symptometry can help you with some medical and non-medical things to help you get back to your feet. Again, health is an investment. And health, it is something that we all strive for. It is something health is something that is not your mother's health. It's not your father's health. It is your individual. It is health is something that your cells bestow on you when you align your mind with the needs of your cell. What does it mean? It means that you eating the right food, making sure your concretions are liquefied with subatomic particles, making sure that you drinking the right water, not soda. We are made of water. Everybody should be drinking about 1 to 2 liters of water every day, not soda. That water should have calcium, potassium, it should have chloride in there, and all the stuff you need to make you healthy. So, with that in mind, I say that we are studying cell signs, and the cell sign will reverse anything if you're willing to work with the doctor and your coaches to bring you back, because my husband came back to life. I came back to life. My cells are still being ionized as we speak because I eat every day. We eat every day, and you need to be doing it. So, being healthy is a 24/7 thing. It's not just 1 month thing, it's every day. So, I'm here to say symptometry is the only place on earth that makes sure that your cells are taken care of if you're willing to invest in your health. Brother Saheed, assalamu alaikum.
Well, like I said, Mrs. Rita, excellent, excellent. I'm showing you information for those people who have a need for a certified symptometry health coach. And our guest, Mrs. Rita Taylor, you see her information on the screen. We're sharing it. She's a certified symptometry health coach. She's also in the doctoral program at the American School of Symptometry to be a cell doctor. We're made of cells, brothers and sisters. We need a cell doctor, one who know about the cells, the inner working, the outer working of our cells. We're made with cells. Think about it. The Almighty created cells. And that's who created us, the cells. The trophoblast built the baby in the womb of his mother. Specialized cell. It is our responsibility to ensure that our cells divide, producing new cells to replace old cells. But if we interfere and stop cell division based on what we eat, what we drink, and the chemical and substance that we expose ourselves to would affect our cells, they'll be reduced to sedimentary sludge, blocking things, jamming membrane, jamming the cell. And the cell means organ, tissues, intercellular spaces. You have to be responsible for removing it. That is part of the maintenance and upkeep. So, Ms. Rita, we certainly appreciate you sharing the information. We share your information, and we want our guests to have questions. Our participant here to participate and have questions. When a person have an itch, what does it mean? It means that the cells are frustrated. They created the itch to get your attention. They are frustrated because they cannot communicate with you. The communication has been smashed. Our mind must communicate with our cells and give the cells what they need. They are created to reverse any abnormality, any malfunction condition. Give them what they need. This is how the Almighty created us. Perfect, more than perfect. It is we who do not know. And we've been following the wrong paradigm. Now we have to have a shift in our thinking, a paradigm shift. It's difficult to do that. We understand. It's very difficult when you've been used to doing things and been told. When we use scientific, verifiable information, brothers and sisters, and what sometimes it is science, cell science, water science, food science, cosmetic science. All kinds of science is being utilized here. Soil science. And what's in the air we breathe? What's in the water we drink? What's on those vegetables? Microbes, you cannot even see them.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even rinse them off good before you make a salad. Chop them up on a cutting board and make a salad out of them. No one have ever brought this to your attention. You have microbes, you have the pesticides on them, the herbicide, the fungicide, the rodenticide on them. And they're going to be reduced to all kind of sludge inside of you, in your blood. This is what symptomatologists have discovered. It will be jamming the cell. The cell will not be able to communicate. Trillion of cells must be in communication as one operating to take care of you. This is how it's done, brother and sister. This is what it's all about. So if anyone have a question for our guest before she has to leave, we certainly appreciate your participation. We appreciate your participation. And we want to wake people up so we can become thinkers again.
Yeah, well, I would like people to know that, symptometry science is not magic. It's a well thought science that have been proven and verified and is there to help all of us who wants to be healthy. Being healthy is not a gimmick. It is something you work on a daily basis, honestly. The year is about to end. How many of us can say that we weren't sick in 2025?
Absolutely.
How many of us can say? How many of us went to the surgery room, did this, run here, and all the stuff that you were supposed to do, but it didn't bring you any relief? How many of you have done back surgery and knee surgery and hip surgery and all this stuff, and they are worse off than they started it? But they had the surgery. The surgeon has made his money and gone, and you were left with the aftermath. If people have known that whatever they have is sedimentary sludge in that part of their body that can be reversed, they won't be going for surgery. So we are here to say that symptometry science is really here to help us, save us from all the knife of these surgeons, so that you be able to live your life again. And we have what we call the subatomic particles, called particulates, that we take to ionize the sludge in our bodies, the concretion, the inner substances on the plasma membrane. And once that is removed, the cells can breathe again with nutrients and resources, and they can also have the oxygen flowing again, so that they can do the cell essentials and body essentials that we need, so that our body can work functionally. So I'm delighted to have shared that with you, but we're here to serve you guys. Dr. Nati is there to really, with the research every day that we're coming for. So we're here. So thank you for allowing me to share the portion of the itch, which is a symptom.
You're so very welcome, Mrs. Rita. So once again, final call for any question for our guests or any comments that anybody might have. Thank you so very much. Certainly appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much, our brother Shaheed. Assalamu alaikum. And we'll talk next week, God bless. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good evening. Certainly appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Well, our guest and participant, there you have it. That's Mrs. Rita Taylor, certified symptometry health coach. Certified symptometry health coach. Absolutely amazing. And also in the doctorate program at the American School of Symptometry. To be a SD, symptometry doctor, specializes in cells, in the cells that make up the human body. This is very, very important, brothers and sisters. So you see her information. Her email is info@pregnancymadeeasy.com. And her phone number, 469-609-0368. She's available to have seminars and meetings and discuss things with people, how to sell work, and how to prepare a woman for have an excellent pregnancy with pregnancy management program that taught at the American School of Symptometry. To have a perfect baby with all of the faculties intact, creating in a law-abiding citizen. Absolutely amazing. See her website at pregnancymadeeasy.com. Absolutely amazing. So, brothers and sisters, do you have any questions? Talking about the itch. Our cells are compromised. Every symptom means that the cells need something. It doesn't mean run to a physician. It means for you to think about what you was exposed to, what you've been eating, what you've been drinking. Have you been following the rule? Have you been sleeping enough at night? Do you have stress? You have other issues that you have to deal with. There's always a reason. There's a reason for every disease. Every disease has a source. Something caused it. Something produced it. Something happened. Well, have you been traumatized? And you never removed the trauma. You put the cell back to normalcy after the trauma. What happened? This is what we have to think about. This is our body, brother and sister. You are responsible for it. It's your vehicle to get around on planet Earth. It is not you. It's your vehicle. You're the driver. You are the decision maker. And life is about making choices. So now you have a choice. You can use to get things back to the natural law, natural and scientific, or you can use the other alternative, or the other practitioner. Symptometry is not alternative medicine. It's not even medicine. It's just taking care of the needs of the cell. That's what symptometry is. No other therapeutics focus on cell. They focus on some practice, some product.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's about removing the blood impurities. It's about removing the sludge that you consume when you ate the food. No one told you. Now you're being told. All food is not the same. All water is not the same. All fruits and vegetables are not the same. Some of us don't have enzyme to digest fruits and vegetables, so don't eat them. If you don't have the enzyme, avoid eating whatever you're trying to put in your mouth. Always think, do I have the enzyme for that? If you do not, don't eat it. It's going to produce more sludge. You're already not removing any. You're 60 years old, you're 50 years old, you're 70 years old and plus, and you never remove sludge. That's why as we age, we'll get sicker and sicker, brother and sister. It has nothing to do with our age. We failed to remove the sedimentary sludge.
Mm-hmm. Do maintenance.
And maintenance. Miss Yvette, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Today,
Mm-hmm.
being here with us. And we've been
Yes.
missing you. People have been asking about you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I hope you received those prayers that I asked people to make for you. They did.
Yes. Thank you.
Get over
Thank
your
you.
family situation. So thank
Yes.
you for being with us here today. We're going to allow you to share a few words of wisdom about symptomatic science and symptometry. You know, Miss Yvette, people still are in doubt about symptometry. Symptometry is a cell science, helping us to understand better the cells that make us up, that produced us in the first place. They created us in the first place. Surely they know how to maintain us if we give them what they need and focus on them, not focus on the symptom.
Yes.
Focus on them, and they will restore our health. But it's hard for people to hear the truth, and there are people that don't want the truth being told. But
Yes.
that's what we're here for, you know.
Yes.
And they still have a choice. People can
Mm-hmm.
choose. So if you have a choice to choose, what's the problem? For those who want allopathic medicine, there you have it. They're there. They're here. For those who want
Yeah.
their cell to be taken care of, and remove the garbage and sludge so they can do what they have to do to restore your health, let people choose
Yes.
that. See, the problem
Symptometry is
when
here.
people don't want you to
Yes.
choose, they want to force you into a situation.
Yes. Yes.
I call
Yes.
that
But
slavery. I call that slavery. I'm sorry.
yes, but now they know that they can choose. And thank everyone for all of your blessings during the times of my family health. Um, you know, Coach Shaheed was talking, Instructor Shaheed was talking earlier about how you know, we house our bodies, right?
Mm,
Our mind, our spirit, you know, um, is in our bodies. And if we do not take care of our bodies, okay, we perish.
hmm,
It's important to take care of what our spirit is housed in.
hmm,
We unfortunately we turn to drugs, we turn to alcohol, and we turn to junk food, and when we're sad and depressed, bad foods, and over time it harms our bodies, and we have no idea. We're sitting back eating nuts, watching a movie, thinking something so innocent, as nuts.
hmm.
And over time, them nuts can cause kidney disease.
Absolutely.
So it, you're on dialysis. So I say this to say is that it's important to take care of the body that you are housed in. It's important to do exercises. Okay. It's important to do stretches. We don't have to go do hardcore exercises to be healthy. No, just the simple stuff. Nothing hard, push-ups, little trampolines. You don't have to bounce real high. Just give your legs some little bounce. You don't even have to get off your feet. Just bounce on it. That's good for the cells. You're releasing waste, cellular waste when you bounce.
Hmm.
Okay. And the ligaments is getting healthy because you have reaction. It's bouncing. It's not on a hard surface. Okay, it's on springs. Okay, you're just bouncing. That is so good, so healthy for your muscles. It tones your muscles, and along with stretches and, like we say, push-ups and arm swings and all type of just general walking, just general exercises to help take care of what houses your spirit, your soul, okay, your cells. This body today, we have to be careful with it because everything here on planet Earth is a poison. Okay? What's good for you is also bad for you.
Hmm.
Remember that. What tastes good is not always good. Remember that. We follow our taste buds every day. We wake up, "Oh, what's for dinner? What's for breakfast?" We hungry, right? But we go for, go cook some bacon and eggs and pancakes. Let's go get some grits and hot sausages. I mean, we just loading it on, right? Thinking that we're eating healthy, not knowing that we're eating greasy, cheesy, wrong oil foods, and we're harming what is keeping us here. which is our bodies. Okay, that's covering, that's protecting us in the inside. Okay, we are visual, right? You can see us, we can take
Right?
pictures, but we're also invisible.
Invisible.
The skin is covering the invisible. If you only can see what's inside of you, what you eat every day
Mm,
after day, week after week, if you can see those things, we wouldn't want to be housed in there.
mm-mm,
Mm-mm.
mm-mm.
Okay,
No,
so it's best to try to keep it healthy. And now we know how to do it. We didn't have this opportunity, what, 20 years ago,
definitely.
30 years ago. We now have the opportunity to keep our body at a maintenance level. Okay? We can now maintenance our bodies as where before we couldn't. So the drugs took over, the liquor took over, the wine took over, all the sweets took over, you know. But now we have a chance to maintenance our body with symptometry, root cause therapeutics. Okay,
Amazing.
we get to the root cause of every illness, every symptom that you may be experiencing. You know, I had a couple of family members who passed away 2 weeks apart
Mm,
of cancer. Cancer is hitting everybody. So be
absolutely.
careful. Be careful out there. Cancer is hitting everybody, and I just felt like, I knew something different. I knew something different. And so now, it's sad to see your loved ones go of something that could have been prevented
Yes.
because they were way too young. We're not supposed to die early,
Mm-mm.
but this is because we didn't take care of the body of our body that house us. We shouldn't be getting tattoos.
No.
Why are we getting tattoos for? Like, come on. I know you love somebody, get a chain. I know, I know you want to remember somebody, but remember them in your heart.
Mm,
Don't tattoo your body up. Okay, you're putting dyes,
mm,
all kind of colors on your body. And then as you age, that stuff wrinkles. It
mhm.
don't look as good. Then you're trying to get it off, but it's already damaged. It's in there.
That's right.
It's
Already there.
instilled in
Not
our
going
bodies.
anywhere. Not going anywhere. Mrs. That. Not
No, it's
going.
not.
It's stuck there. Sedimentary sludge. That's what it becomes.
Yes.
Inert
Yes.
substances.
That's
Won't
right.
move.
That's right.
Toxic metals in them.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it. So we have to be careful of how we treat our bodies. That's the main focus I want to, relay today. It's
Excellent.
very important. Stay active because we're mobile human beings. We walk, we talk. We have to stay active. Okay, but not too active, but active. Because too active, we create what lactic acid, and we don't want to, produce too much of that. So no more than 30 minutes, what, 3 times a week?
That's it.
That's
That's
all we
plenty.
need.
Plenty
We
of
do not
movement.
need any more exercise than that. That's it. Anything else? The body's still gonna get muscular. You can lift weights. It's still gonna get muscular if that's what you want. And ladies, you want to tone, you can do resistant bands to tone. And then a little bouncing on a trampoline to keep that heart good and healthy and keep releasing that debris from the cells every day. You're releasing debris in some form of way because you're walking, you're breathing, you use particulates to really
Absolutely.
help remove the debris from your body. So sometimes our body can't do it by itself. People think the body can heal itself. It cannot. It needs help. If you have a chronic disease more than a year or two, the body can't do it by itself. It tried. It gave it all it can give. But if you still got diabetes after 2 years, it needs some help. Your cells need cleaning. Still got high blood pressure after 2 years, your cells need some cleaning. If you have joint pain, like if you try to lift your arms above your shoulders and you hear, ah, ouch, or you try to stretch your arms out and you hear, ouch, your
some popping.
joints are, yes, or popping. You try to walk and your leg give out. All those are beginning joint issues.
Yes.
Your joints are getting covered with sedimentary sludge. We got to get it out and quick. It has reached a saturation point in your shoulders, in your hands. By now, this is the body that houses us. If we don't do maintenance, we're going to have problems. And if we don't do maintenance, cancer is going to appear.
Yes.
And do the maintenance that our cells love. Nutrients and resources, not chemicals. We're not made of chemicals. How can you fix a sick cell with chemicals? You can't, because the cells is not made of chemicals. It's not. So if you use chemicals, you're going backwards. You're not going forward in health. You're going backwards in health. Because cells are not made of chemicals. They're not. They're made of nutrients, resources. They have atomic intelligence, but yet they're fragile. They're fragile. They're fragile against poisons, microbes. Okay, so we have to protect them. We have to help protect them by helping them to continue to build enzymes to protect us. We need enzymes to help protect us. And we get that through eating scientifically and through particulates and molecules. I can't stress that enough, ladies and gentlemen. We need maintenance. We go around eating every day. We eat every day.
2, 3, 4 times a day.
We eat pizza. Okay, we eat ice cream. We eat pork, some of us, which is the most unhealthiest food ever.
Yes.
It's pork. That changes your looks, your beauty. It takes it away from you. We don't want to take our beauty away. Leave pork alone. Choose turkey. Smoked turkey. Choose lamb. Lamb is delicious. Okay, you could choose organic beef. Just don't have too much. Okay, there's plenty of things to eat scientifically. Plenty of things. Okay, so I just wanted to add that, to take care of your bodies that house you. If you have a symptom that keeps coming back, give us a call. Take care of it right away. That's called maintenance. It's called maintenance.
High maintenance, Mrs. Yvette. The human being is high maintenance. We thought so much maintenance. All you had to do is eat food, drink water, and go to the bathroom a few times a day. No, it's much more deeper than that. That's about 10%. Who's teaching us the 90% that must take place in order to maintain our health? See, no one told us, Mrs. Yvette, that we can fortify ourselves against diseases, make them stronger, resilient, vibrant. Same thing with our blood. Same thing with our DNA. We've heard of DNA, but we really don't understand the connection between DNA and our health. And it starts with our brain. It starts with our mind, making the right choices. Everything in life, we're making choices. We
don't
choose
fall
the
for
food
booby traps. Yes.
Yeah, we're choosing the food that make us sick.
Yeah, because
Your
we're
children
falling for
to
the
eat
booby
them.
traps. That's why we're falling for the advertisement.
Yes,
We're falling for the smell.
the looks.
Okay, right? The way it looks, the way it smells.
And
It
who
gets
cooked
our
it?
juices flowing. Right? But yeah, but be careful who cook it. Cook your own
Exactly.
foods, ladies and
You need to
gentlemen.
cook
Cook
your
your
own
own
food.
foods.
Most of the time, cook your own food.
Your own foods. That's very important to your
Because it
health.
is your cells that you're trying to nourish. It is your cells that you're responsible for. So
It
bad
is.
cooks make people sick,
Mhm.
and they think they're good cooks, but they're not cooking for the cells. They're cooking for the person's mind,
Yes.
taste, want it to
For their
taste good,
taste.
want it to look
Hmm.
good, want to be
Yes.
appetizing. And you never think about if you have the enzymes to digest what's
Hmm.
in the food. If you don't have the
Mm-mm.
enzyme to digest what's in the food, it's going to become garbage, sludge, concretion. That's going to be blocking cellular communication. All of the cell must communicate. It's going to block circulation. Not only of blood, but lymph won't be able to be removed. Lymph is garbage. And the more junk food you eat, the more chaotic eating we experience, the more sludge, the more debris, the more garbage. Using too much salt and the wrong salt, more debris, more garbage, more sludge. Not drinking the right water, more debris, more garbage, more sludge. See, we're being advertised to, brothers and sisters. There's specific food we need to learn to focus in on. And that's what Scientology have discovered. It used science.
Yes.
It
Yes.
used science, not the way I feel about what I'm eating, not what I think, not what someone told me. Scientology took food into the laboratory to see what was in them, what make them up, especially with plant food. Because plant must be on this planet to purify the air. So in order to protect themselves, they produce poison. Believe
Yes.
it or not, brothers and sisters, this is scientific verifiable information. All plants produce
Yes.
poison. Then you eat them without cooking them in a salad. So many reasons not to do that.
Yes.
So many reasons. The microbes you cannot see would be there. Their toxin would be there, present. The viruses, the bacteria, the fungus, the protozoa, the worms. We mention these things all the time on this program to wake us up. They're on those leaves that you use for salad. The lettuce, the cabbages, the carrots, the tomatoes. Not only talking about the chemicals that make these things up, they're also composed of chemicals, chlorophyll, ammonia, ferulic acid, phytol, lectins. And that list goes on and on and on.
Yes.
And we
Yes.
are what we eat.
Yes. Yes. We
Believe
we
it or
are.
not, we
We
are what
really
we
are.
eat. We're gonna turn into what we're
Hmm.
eating most of the time.
Yes.
That's what we're gonna become.
Yes.
And
If
at the
we
same
eat
time,
junk food, we'll be junkie. According to our body, we'll be a junkie if you eat junk food. We'll be a junkie. Because that's
exactly.
what we're every day we're going for that same junk food. Okay? So that's a junkie.
That's what it is. And we drink other than water when we're made of water, Miss Yvette. We're made of water and we want something other than water. The coffee, the teas, the soda, the juices. We're not made of those things.
We've been tricked though.
We've been bamboozled. I'm sorry to
We've
say
been
it.
tricked.
We have to tell the truth, brother and sister.
We have been tricked, you guys. We've been, ladies and gentlemen, we've been tricked.
And no
We've
one
been
is going to
tricked.
save us. Ms. Yvette, no one is coming to save us. They ain't done it yet,
We've been tricked.
and they're
You
not
know
going
what
to.
juices does to us? Most people do not know what soda and juices does to our tissues, our
Hmm.
ligaments. This is what it does. Okay, they tear them down.
That's what happens. They're
So
so
we don't know.
acidic, very
Yeah.
acidic
Yes,
juices,
yes,
sodas. You
yes.
can even say that acid water. That's what they are. Acid water. That's what I call them. Loaded.
Because of the carbonation. Have you ever had a soda and then maybe about 30 minutes later, after you have finished that soda, that you heat up, that your
Exactly.
body heats up? People think, oh, I'm having a hot flash. No, it's not a hot flash. It's that carbonation
Yes.
in that soda you just consumed. It's heating up the body,
Mm, mm, mm,
but not in a good way.
mm.
See, the body wants heat, but not that way.
Not that kind of heat.
No, it needs heat from boiling water.
Yes. Hydrogen,
Yes. See, people
magnesium.
often,
That's the kind of heat
yes,
it needs.
yes, yes. See, people often forget that the human body is governed by laws of physics, right?
Yes. All of the
Cell
laws of physics.
science, yes, and molecular chemistry.
Yes.
Okay. Hot water heat gives us energy. It gives us energy. When it's cold outside, cover your head. Don't go out there
Losing
with your
energy.
head uncovered.
Right. Losing energy.
You're losing energy. And remember, you got to take care of the body that housed you. Because what I've noticed with my family members, even though they were on their way out, their spirit was strong.
Yes.
You would never know that they're sick. They just need another body to put it in,
Exactly.
and they will still be here. Do you see what I'm saying about taking care of the body that housed you?
You
You're
have
not
to
ready
work.
to go in your mind. You're
Right.
not ready to go. In your mind, you are okay. You can live some more years in your mind,
Yes.
but your body is giving out.
You abused
It's
it.
giving out
They didn't know it.
over the years of non-maintenance, eating any and everything we wanted, drinking and smoking and everything. Just
Yes.
living the life of life, right? Living life. We didn't know, but is that an excuse? The cells knew, but we didn't
No.
know.
Absolutely.
So they didn't give us no mercy. You hurt us, we're gonna hurt you.
It doesn't matter to the cell. They can keep
It
us here
doesn't.
or they can take us out. Matter.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. They're under the law.
But we're in charge.
Yes.
Our mind is in charge. That's why it's important to keep our mind healthy. Don't go telling lies.
Yes.
That's not healthy.
Mm-mm.
That's not a healthy mind. Okay, we must keep our mind healthy. We must not think evil thoughts. If you're thinking thoughts of evilness, of meanness, come to some time to let us give you a particulate to give you some
Remove
serotonin
that. Yes.
so we can remove those thoughts. We can remove bad thoughts. It's a missing brain essential. That's
Yes.
all it is.
That's all.
That's it.
We're not supposed to be criminals, Miss Yvette.
See,
Abusing people.
all that comes with, remember now, we have recording devices in our genes
Yes.
that records everything we do.
Everything.
Mine now, everything we do. So if you're not good in life or treat people decent, expect to probably leave early.
Yes.
because that's not what was intended for life. When you have given life by the Almighty, by your God, or you've given life, you're not supposed to be mean and evil to
Exactly.
people. You're supposed to be the best person you can be. This is what our Creator wanted us to be. Good people. Make the earth better.
Yes.
But no, what people do, who's not producing brain essentials, they come in and they mess up everything.
Mm-hmm.
They turn good things around to make them bad things. They don't tell you about this. Oh, drink this. This will help you.
Mm-hmm.
How do we know? Do you just believe that their product is going to work? You have to know and feel inside of you, because you do need help, because you never maintenance your body. So go to a cell doctor that was mentioned earlier,
Yes.
where we specialize in helping the cells rejuvenate, remove the sedimentary sludge that's covering them, that's been there for years.
Mm-hmm.
Once we remove those, drink electrolyte water, the cells are unstoppable.
Mm.
All the sludge have been lifted. They're now ready to rejuvenate, bounce back. They have atomic intelligence. They can
Absolutely.
bounce back. You guys give them a chance to bounce back. But if you go to chemicals to try to heal them, it's not going to happen.
Mismatch.
It's a bitch match.
Yes.
It's not going to happen. Okay? So just know that we have a choice to keep our bodies clean that we house in, so our spirits can live as long as our minds want us to.
Absolutely.
And we can do it. We can do it. It was sad seeing your loved ones go when they want to live. I want to live. Do everything you can. I want to live. This is how you're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
When you think you're going to die, you don't want to die. It ain't time. Your mind is still young. Your mind is still, I feel like I'm 40, knowing I'm 20 years younger,
Yes.
but I feel like I'm 40. You
That's the
know,
good part.
I feel like it though. I feel good and I want to stay feeling good. But I know that every day, health is a day by day
Day
reward.
by day reward.
I know that. I know that. I can walk outside and be hit by something, a smell that can knock me out.
Absolutely.
The cells are fragile. They can't take too much poison. Okay? I've got to run in the house to grab a particulate quick,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as I smell it.
To
So it's
break
good to keep
bonds.
some. Yes, keep them bonds of them chemicals that I just inhaled. I have a
Absolutely.
chemical particulate here. I have
Right.
a headache particulate here.
Yes.
I have bad water particulate here in case I drink some bad water. Eat bad foods.
Eat
I
bad
got that
food.
particulate here.
Reverse it.
Yes, reverse it. We got you. We got you in every cell aspect. We got you here.
Right. No chemicals. No
Nowhere
pharmaceuticals.
else.
No herbs.
Yes.
No
Nowhere else.
drugs. None of those things.
Yes.
We're
None of
better
that.
than that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Is that Sister Amina?
Yes, it is. It is
Hi,
I.
Amina. Hi, Amina. How are you?
Assalamualaikum, Izzet and
How's it
Brother Abdul
going?
Shaheed. And did I
Glad to hear
hear
from
Miss
you.
Did I hear the other sister?
Yeah, that's Miss Yvette. Yeah, that's who's speaking. Yes.
Oh, she mean Miss Rita. Yeah, she was
No,
on earlier.
You missed Miss Rita.
yes. Yeah, Miss Rita. I thought I heard her. I had just come back. I went out there to go to the store briefly, and I'm coming back. I'm turning you all on.
Excellent.
And I heard a little bit of what Miss Rita was presenting.
Yeah, she was speaking
Right.
about the itch. Why do we itch?
Yes, yes. Wonderful, wonderful. I just wanted to mention, yes, I'm cooking and about to eat my dinner now. I'm doing some fish
Okay.
and something else.
Sounds
Good.
good.
Excellent.
Sounds good. Yes.
Yes,
Alternate your proteins.
uh,
Yes.
Keep that
yes,
kidney
and
healthy,
you're right
okay?
about. I heard you mentioning. You're right about. Cover your head
Mm-hmm.
because it's cold in Atlanta today.
It's going to get colder.
Okay. In
Yes, it
Atlanta.
is. And I was all bundled up.
Nice.
I had my big heavy coat on and I'm always covered anyway. But
Excellent.
yes, ma'am. And I came right on
Yes.
back because it's
Yes.
cold today.
Yes. We got to keep our brain healthy. Okay. We
Yes, I
losing
just
heat
wanted to greet you
nowhere.
all. I just wanted to
Thank
greet you
you.
Okay.
all and
Thank you.
carry on. Salaam
Thank you.
alaikum.
Like Assalam. Thank you so very much for tuning in
Thank
on
you.
this evening. Optimal Health on AM 360. So, Miss Yvette, we have so much information to share with people. And in the process of trying to share this information, if the person do not keep an open mind, what can they expect from symptometry if they don't have an open mind?
No help. No help. Unfortunately, that is true. No help, because you will not get no help for the cells anywhere else.
Nowhere. The cell will continue to be ignored. That's the problem. We have so much information. You've been a student at symptometry for years. Miss Rita been a student at symptometry for years.
Yes.
I've been a student at the American School of Symptometry for years. And we've been talking a long, long time. While we're improving our health, getting optimizing our health, getting it to the optimal level, and reversing the diseases that we came with, and still reversing our diseases. And we're working on the little small details now.
Yes.
And other people's body is falling apart.
Yes.
And they speak to you and they talk to you, and you say, why are you selling for that? You don't have to take these drugs. You don't have to be on dialysis. You don't have to have this surgery. It's not going to remove the source of what's bothering your cells.
But they ask you, well, what's in it? Why do I have anybody ever been cured from their
Yeah, that's what they're
diseases?
asking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're looking at
Yeah.
you, and they know you. You had problems. That's why I came to symptometry. That's what I was looking for symptometry. You were
Yes.
looking for symptometry. Miss Rita
Yes.
was looking for symptometry. I guess everybody else just not looking. They're
That's
satisfied
what it
with
is.
allopathic medicine.
That's not what
Maybe
it
that's
is.
what it is. But
Or
I was
afraid
looking for
to
something just like symptometry. I
right.
knew there had to be something like symptometry.
Somebody else. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. For those people who, believe that chemicals will harm you versus natural resources
Yes.
for the cells. Okay. So, I mean, it's not, I like to say rocket science. It's not
It's
rocket
not.
science.
We made a
You know?
cell, so take care of the cell, and the cell will do what? Take care of you.
Take care of you.
That's
And the
how
only
it's
way to do
done.
that is go to a cell doctor,
A cell doctor, someone who focuses on the needs of the cell.
not a heart doctor, not an eye doctor. Okay. Not a
Because everything is made of
specialist
cells.
cell doctor. Because everything
Yes.
is made of cells. Our
Everything.
organs are covered in cells. We have
The
nail
blood,
cells.
blood cells,
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Why is
Hair
the person not
cells.
thinking?
Brain
Why do you
cells.
think the person is not thinking about what they're made of?
Well, because, we've been brainwashed.
I
You
think we're
know,
still hypnotized. Most of us are still hypnotized.
brainwashed. Yes.
Hypnosis.
Exactly. Yes. The only way to get better is to go see your doctor. If you have a symptom, go see your doctor. That's trained to do one thing. When you have a baby, go take your baby to the first doctor's appointment. Getting them used to going to the doctor,
Yes. What happens?
already at a young age. You go to the doctor if something's wrong with you, you go to the doctor. But now we have another doctor. A cell doctor.
A cell doctor studied the needs of the cell that we are created out of, that the
Yes.
Almighty Creator used to create us from one
Yes.
cell.
Yes. Yes. From one cell division.
Yeah,
Cell
cell
division.
division.
Cell division is the key to
To health.
life and health.
To life and health.
Very
People
important.
eat food and they expose themselves to chemicals and toxins that prevent cell division. And that's where the problem began. The cells are not divided. If the cells do not divide, Miss Rita, how they're going to produce brain essential, body essential, and cell essential? There's tools to work with. How are they going to do it?
Yes, Miss Yvette. Yes. Yes.
Impossible.
For sure. That's right. But you know, we like coffee.
We like tea.
In the mornings.
We like soda. We like putting ice in water. We like put ice in beverages. When the ice would zap heat from our cells when they need the heat. We go outside in the wintertime, nothing on our head, so we lose 10 to 15% of the body heat. When our body temperature must be above 98 degrees Fahrenheit. No one is educating us.
Nope.
This is the problem. And sooner you start trying to educate them, who told you? How you know? Well, science told us. The natural law told us.
It's quick to say that too.
Your cells told you when you had a symptom.
That's right.
When you develop a symptom, your cells are telling you. That's what they're speaking to you. You made a mistake. And we don't believe we made a mistake. Yes, you did. Otherwise, the cell would not be talking. You will not have the symptom.
There's something in that cell, around that cell, that's preventing it from receiving and releasing. So it could have been the corn you ate last night.
Yes.
You know, it could have been something you drank, that glass of wine before dinner.
Yes.
You know, you have to learn to eat scientifically. And that's what I'll teach you, on how to eat scientifically. Okay? And once you master that and master cell cleaning, even if you have to do it every season change.
Yes.
You're going to spend $100 somewhere, anywhere
within
that month. You're going to waste it when you can have a bottle of particulates.
Yes.
For reversals, for headaches, for varicose vein problems you got there over there. Okay? For breast problems you got over there.
For a tumor that needs to be leveled.
Yes. You got a backache over there. You know, your feet hurt. So why not spend that $100 on your health? This is what, I came to conclusion. Money is not important. What's important is health, because money's going to come after health. Money is going to come after health.
Absolutely.
That wealth is going to come
after you have your health.
Abundance.
Yes. Because if you have the money first, Miss Yvette, if you have money first and you don't have your health, somebody else be spending it.
That's right.
That's how it works.
That's right.
That's what happens.
Right.
You won't have an opportunity to spend it. Somebody else will. You'll be gone.
Yeah. 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 Like the guy of the major phone company guy. I want to say his name, but the major phone company guy. He got all the money in the world, but no one could cure his cancer.
Couldn't do it.
So guess what? Somebody else is spending it.
He did not discover symptometry. He didn't discover symptometry.
No.
He ran out of time.
Women, yes, all these women walking around with varicose veins, brittle nails.
Yes.
Bald spots, skin, missing organs, from surgeries and stuff, men too.
Exactly.
When our bodies start missing parts, we in trouble. In trouble. So don't be so quick to have surgery. Get a second opinion at the cell doctor first. Okay? And he's an honest doctor. He'll tell you, I can't help you.
Exactly. go to the physician and do
He'll tell you.
surgery for this or for that. He will let you
Yeah.
know. You know,
He'll tell you.
he's not just going to take your money.
No, he won't. He'll tell you the truth.
And that's
Either
what we
you're
need
too
to
far
know, the
gone
truth.
or we can save you. And we're going to tell you the source that could have caused that problem.
Yes.
So you can avoid it once it's all cleaned out.
And
You
that's
won't
the
go back
purpose of
to
the
that source.
consultation, Miss Yvette. That's the purpose of the consultation. You don't mean you have to have your mind made up, you're going to move forward with it. It's the purpose is to have a clear understanding so you can make a clear choice.
Yes. And we give you that choice. We
Yes.
don't force things on you.
Mm-mm.
Here, take this. No, we don't.
Mm-mm.
We give you the choice to give us a call back, or we call you back the next day. And, we let you think about it. We don't say, well, here, take this, or you're going to, have more problems, or you ain't going to live until next week.
Right.
We don't scare you.
No.
We don't
So
scare
sometimes
you.
the doctor give you choices and make
Yes.
recommendations.
Yes.
Make recommendation. You don't have to change your diet, but
Mhm.
if you want me to help you, you're gonna
Yeah.
have to avoid eating that because
This and
you
that.
take one step forward, you take one step backward. Now,
Backwards.
what progress have you made? What results are you gonna have? So we make
There's none.
recommendation. The
Yes.
choice is yours.
Mm-hmm.
You to choose.
Yes.
So right now, most people are choosing based on what they know in terms of
Yeah.
allopathic medicine. That's all they know.
That's all they know.
So we're
So,
here
but if they
sharing
want to know
the
more,
other side.
we got you.
It's not
Yes.
an alternative. Sometimes it's not an
Yes.
alternative medicine. It's not medicine at
Mm-mm.
all.
Mm-mm.
It's how to be in compliance with the natural law that the Almighty created. That's all. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
The creation is based on physics. Our creation is based on physics.
Physics.
And allopathic medicine is based on organic chemistry,
Chemicals.
chemicals that you're not made of. We're not made of chemical. We're made
Don't
of
let that
water.
word organic fool you, okay?
Absolutely.
Because people
Not
use it for just to use it
think it's
because they know
natural.
people want
Think
to
it
think
means
it's
natural. It
organic.
doesn't mean natural.
Be careful the words that they
It means just
use.
like what it says.
Booby traps. Be careful,
Yes. Our
okay?
body is based on molecular chemistry,
That's right.
molecules.
That's
So
right.
cytometry provide particulates to remove the sedimentary substance that preventing cell division, and it
Yes.
provide nutrients in the form of molecules.
Yes. Yes. And
Nourish the
Coach
cell,
Shaheed,
give the cell what they need. Yes.
yes. Coach Shaheed, there's copycats out there.
Yes, a lot of them.
Now that they know that symptometry is up and have all these articles,
And
there's
telling the truth.
copycats out there and
Yes,
telling the truth, right? There's copycats out there. They're trying to get in on it. But if they don't see that symptometry logo, can you show the symptometry logo on the coach's the little
absolutely.
coach page?
A moment.
If you don't see this on social media, they're not symptometry. Don't
Not
believe the
representing
hype
symptometry.
that they're talking about sell this, sell that. Don't believe the hype. You see that logo at the top? If you don't see that on all symptometry health coaches out there spreading the word about the truth,
Absolutely.
they're not telling the truth. They're copycats.
And they got something for you to
Okay?
buy. They just want to sell you something. Symptometry
Exactly.
educate the person. You have to
Exactly.
be involved. You have to be educated about the cell, about
That's
life,
right.
about the universe, about the
That's right.
natural law, about the rules of health, about the difference in water, the difference in the
Yes.
vegetables and fruit, the difference in the food you're
Mhm.
consuming. You have to understand about the pH rule, the iron rule, how fast
Yes.
blood moves, all these different things. You have to be
Yeah.
educated. And that's what we
That's
do.
right. That's
We don't
right. They
leave
know
you
nothing about the
and just
cells.
give
They
you
use
something
it.
to take
Yeah. They use cellular health, cellular waste. They
in
use it,
words.
but they know nothing about it. Ask them, well, what is cellular waste? Do anybody know? No. They
Ask
don't
them
know what
about the
cellular
DNA.
waste
What does
is.
DNA do when it comes to health?
Yes.
Ask them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They'll lie to you. They don't understand DNA. They don't understand RNA.
Cell division. No, they don't.
They don't understand what's in the nucleus. They know nothing about the genes.
Yes. So be aware of scammers out there who portray to
Absolutely.
be symptometry and
That's
talk about
excellent
cellular
information.
health.
This is very excellent information.
I
Excellent
see it all the
advice.
time. Yeah. If that
So people
logo is
want to
not
keep us
shown,
in where our health is
yes,
compromised. They want to keep us in that state where our health is compromised, because if the
right.
body is compromised, it won't be long before the brain is compromised. If the brain is compromised, you won't be making good choices for yourself and your family and your community. You'll be taken advantage of. You'll be bamboozled. You become unlawful. You be breaking the law. You become
Right.
an abuser, a
Mm-hmm.
scammer.
Mm-hmm.
You become vindictive. You never be forgiving. You never forgive. All this, and you become remorsefulness. You show no remorse when you hurt people. This is what happened to the person. When the brain can't produce brain essential, then you have anomaly, mental anomaly, taking over. And that's what we see in our world today, Miss Yvette. That's why health is so important. That's why we do what we are doing, sharing the information of optimal health.
That's right. Removing the source of all
Moving the
diseases.
source of all diseases. We're not supposed to be riddled with diseases and sick and dying when the Almighty gave us everything we need. Then that's how it's supposed to be. Something happened.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And once you know, you know.
Exactly. You can't unknow it.
Once you know, you know. You feel guilty, you know? So I advise everyone to learn more about your health. Don't just wait to hear us.
Exactly. Don't wait.
Join the American School of Symptometry.
I'm a student.
Join us. Like I say, $100 and something a month. Why not spend it on knowledge, health knowledge that we're so thankful to have right
Absolutely.
now? You know, they always say, certain people don't read, don't want to learn nothing. But no, we just didn't know how.
Exactly.
Now we do.
And we were
Now we have a
prevented. We were
place that
prevented from
takes
being
us.
exposed to information, Miss Yvette. We were prevented from being exposed to information.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what the school teaches you is prevention
Absolutely.
and to know how to recognize booby traps. See, that's important
Very important.
to know how to read your own blood reports when you get them
Right.
back. You know how to read those.
You know
You
what it
know
means.
every
Those numbers.
aspect of your cells. You
Absolutely.
know what's going on with yourself. You don't need to wait for the doctor to call and tell you why this number is off the chart, why that number is too low. You're going to
You
already
already
know.
know.
And then once you know, you feel good, you feel comfortable, and you won't be scared of diseases anymore.
Mm-mm.
Because you know, okay, oh shoot, I ate too much of that. Let me go
Exactly.
ahead and clean it out and move forward and make sure if I do have it again, I'm gonna have my reversal ready.
Right there.
Right there.
Exactly.
Ready. So
Simple.
we are all sources, ladies and gentlemen. We help you remove diseases, remove disease sources, I should say. We help you remove disease sources. We educate you on your health, which no one has ever done, but what, high school health class? It's not health.
No. Health and
That's not
hygiene.
health.
It's not health.
What they teaching you? Okay, where the breast is, where the arms are, where this is
That's
that
called
is. No,
anatomy and physiology.
that's not health.
No, it's
We
not.
need to know why we get sick, how we get sick, and how to prevent
Get from getting sick.
sickness. We can prevent sickness.
Absolutely.
Just come to the school. Spend $100 and something a month for what, 8 months
Yeah, for
out the
six
year?
weeks, 6 months.
Okay. 6 months
For a
out the
semester,
year,
6 months for a semester,
$100 some.
and become the most knowledgeable person about the most
Yes,
important part of you, your
yes,
health, your life.
yes. And if you love to talk, be a symptometry health coach.
Exactly. And do what
Spread
we're
the
doing.
word. Yes, and spread the word and see how better you feel because you're helping people.
Energized all the time. You're energized, Miss Yvette. You have so much energy.
We're here to help people, not to ruin lives.
Right. And lie to anyone.
We're here
Lying,
to
brother and sister,
bring health
anyone. Mm-mm.
to your life. So we're all around help, okay? All around.
It's been absolutely amazing, Miss Yvette. We're about to run out of time. I'm going to share some information about the website. Brothers and sisters, there's so many articles on that website. Please go there.
Yes,
Study
it
the
is.
website. Study the article that's posted recently on
Yes.
the website of the American School of Symptoms. You'll feel like a student. I wish I had this information before I became
Right?
a student.
Exactly, right?
There's so much scientific, verifiable information being posted there. For example, where is DNA? And you'll know more than some physician if you go there and read these articles posted on the website. Where is DNA? The truth about heart disease that I was going to cover, but I had Miss Yvette here. I wanted her to share of her
Maybe
experience.
next week.
Next week we'll talk about the truth
Yeah.
about heart disease. You don't have to have a pacemaker. You don't have to have a defibrillator. You don't have to have valves replaced. All these things. We're going to talk about that next week. So please let people know, anyone that have a heart condition, heart problem, we're going to tell you how to solve them.
Yes.
We're going to give you the most natural and scientific way of taking care of it.
Yes. And then
Also,
they would
brothers,
never know what causes heart
exactly.
problems. One single food, well, a couple, but the
Yes,
main one,
main ones.
the main single food that can start the beginning of heart problems. We'll share that
Exactly.
next week.
We're going to share it. So please come and you'll be surprised what it is. You'll be surprised that we
Yes.
all be consuming it.
Yes, we do.
And then the
Yes, we
benefit
do.
of drinking hot water application, the benefit of hot water
Yes.
application, the
Oh, yes.
vegetable lie, eat your vegetable and your
Mm,
fruit. No, no,
mm, mm,
no. You got to
mm,
know
mm,
more about that. There are all
mm,
kind of articles. How to end the itch that Miss Rita talked about today. Why tumor occur and why they
mm,
grow.
mm,
Tumor urgent, carcinogen. Where are they? Where they come
mm,
from? We can
mm,
avoid many of them in cooking our
mm,
food. It's in the food, brothers and sisters. It's in the water. It's in the air. Carcinogen and tumor urgent. These
mm,
are just article posted on the website. The danger of eating too much salt and sugar, consuming too much salt and sugar. What happens? Cause the cell to become eroded. The membrane become eroded. Cell can't do anything. So, brothers and sisters, we have so much information to share. We're going to ask you to come back again on next week, same time, same station. You've been with Abdul Shaheed and our guest, Mrs. Rita Teller, and also Miss Yvette Dean. And we certainly appreciate you being here with us. We tried to encourage you to ask questions, because when you ask the question, we're able to share so much more information, so much more of the details on symptomatic science and symptometry.
yes.
Symptomatic science, we want everyone to know, it's not medical science. It's not medicine. It is the most natural and scientific means to address the needs of our cells that has the ability to self-correct, self-regulate, self-cleanse, to recalibrate and self-perpetuate. But we have a responsibility. We have to provide cleaner blood with more oxygen. Oxygen, brothers and sisters, is the life sustainer. Without oxygen, we are doomed. And many of our cells will not have oxygen because of the food that we're eating, because of chaotic eating. They won't have the oxygen to sustain the life. And then we eat food and things that we do in our environment that zap us from heat, thermal energy. We must have oxygen and thermal energy. They work together to keep us healthy, brothers and sisters. This is knowledge that we need to have. If we don't have it, we're vulnerable to
Yes.
everything. So we want to make us stronger so we can be resistant to what's going on in our environment, so we can maintain being the best person, not compromise, but become the best human beings on this planet.
Yes. Ooh, how time flies, right?
It flies so fast when you're having fun, Miss Yvette.
Yes, it
So, brothers and
does.
sisters, we thank you for joining us today. I'm going to see if the next person that's coming up on AM 360, Imam Abdul Aziz. He's the host of our next program, Mali Ali Kuli High. So we're going to, he's right at the top of the hour. I don't see him here at this moment, but I'm going to see if we can pass the host seat to the person that's coming up next. I'm gonna go ahead and stop our recording on